to get more views on a video, you shouldn't study the algorithm. You should just study what the fuck people want to watch. That's really it. Like, and if you make a video people want to watch and pace it well and have a good story, they'll just promote it.
How so? How do you study what people want to watch?
So then it's just getting into human psychology. So like, what are the things that they're currently interested in? What are things that just typically work? Like typically we like building connections to humans, or, you know, just like go study a Pixar film. You'll learn more studying that than you will like some of the biggest YouTube channels. You know what I mean? Because they just have it on lockdown, what people like.
By the way, Disney knows this. I think secretly deep down they know this, which is why, for example, they have all sorts of warning labels, you know, they've put on all their movies now. If you go to Disney Plus, we subscribed to Disney Plus before all of this happened. Disney Plus on Aladdin, they have like a warning label at the beginning talking about how it's culturally insensitive. Now, on Jungle Book, they have a warning saying it's culturally insensitive. Well, I didn't see you guys take it down. You're still making money off of it. You're happy to cash the check.
That's actually on like the flyers and stuff?
When you first start the movie, there is a warning screen that says what you're about to see is culturally insensitive and maybe sort of archaic and contains gender or race stereotype, like that kind of stuff.
I think it's easier. I mean, look at y'all, right? You all have good idea, good connection to people, right? Just went for it. And when other people might say you do A, B, and C, or you should do A, B, and C, you did D, E, and F, right? Yeah. And found your angle. And, you know, the only thing that can stop you is, would it work? Or, you know, was it a good idea or not? And that's the thing. Like, you have so many tools. Like back in the day, you know, you had to buy these big computers and, you know, shit was more expensive. Now you get a laptop or an iPad and you get an internet connection and you can have any tech company. The
world's yours right now, I think. Social media too.
And I mean, look what we're doing now, right? We're doing this and you're going to have it up on YouTube and streaming it and millions of people are going to be able to get to it.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're spending millions of dollars. How
many darts do you rip a day on average?
On a really terrible day.
Or on a good day.
Yeah, there's a very fine line between a terrible day and a good day. 40, 45.
45 darts?
By the time I ask...
That's lit.
Ask Ben for that second pack, I'm like, all right, dude, chill out, right? You know? But then by the time I open that third pack, I'm like, I'm a total piece of shit and I need to go to sleep because this
What do you think's the most darts you've ever ripped in a day?
Probably like 80.
4 packs solid.
Yeah, I'd probably 80. Probably 80.
Do you smoke them in bed?
Yeah, I used to, but not really anymore. Now I have like a special zone. It has like...
You're supposed to fight Jake Paul. I read something.
You know something that's interesting?
No, it was Logan.
Or Logan?
I think it's Jake, right? The youngest one, right?
Yeah.
Every they say it's 10, but it's like every 12 or 13 months, boom, something's missing. Like something's missing. Like every 12, boom, I'm losing muscle mass. Boom, it's always something different. And I don't know. I'm just, guys want to fight me for $100 million. I don't think I'll ever do stuff like that anymore. I wanted to do it the first time just for fun, just to have fun. And then some people took it to another level and made it financial, and then the fun went out of it.
Rich are you?
Very.
How much money you made in the space that we're talking about right now?
Oh yeah, didn't I see all those posts going around?
I see 90 million. I see.
Yeah,
By the way, don't be misled. My Google net worth is 86 million, and I will say this. Let's just say it's far off. So.
You know what's crazy about that 90 million in 90 days thing? I literally in the video say it generated 50 million in primary sales. There's been 41 million in secondary, which I get 10% of, which means it's 54 million. Like, right? And that's, but I also carry a multi-million-dollar payroll. ETH goes up and down. Like, there's costs. Like, I'm running I didn't make it. The company of VFriends made the 54. You pay 27 in taxes. You have expenses. VCon's gonna cost me fucking 5, 7, 10, like a year. Like, people are just so fucking, everybody wants to read a headline and be like, all my friends are like, Gary, 91. I'm like, are you a fucking
I try to tell people that I'm a real model instead of a role model. Everybody makes mistakes. One, if I make a mistake, I want you to learn from my mistake. I probably won't make a purposeful mistake. I may make an accidental mistake, but I just try to be as respectful and righteous as I can. Times are different. You can't say things like you used to could say, and I'm all about people and respecting people, so I just try to respect people as much as possible, but it ain't something I worry about because I'm a good guy. You know, it costs you nothing. Because when I grew up watching karate movies, and the basis of all the movies I watched is at some point the student must take the teacher out. And I like to take my jealousy and turn it into me taking care of business. Like the first time I seen Magic Johnson and Tom Cruise and Eddie Murphy and those guys, how people treated them, I was like, that's what I want. I want that. And then I'm like, okay, how do I get that? Hey, Magic won 5 championships. Tom Cruise did this. Eddie Murphy did that. I said, okay, no problem. And you just work towards it.
Have that continued support from Dana, because we know some people probably folded on you.
I do. I have continued support from Dana. And, Dana's a tough guy, and he's a smart guy, and he's a loyal person. And I helped Dana at the very beginning when nobody wanted to put UFC on, and I had places that were able to do it, and I did it. And I actually went to the first fight ever, and I said, wow, this is unbelievable. And I think we did five of them at the beginning, and then it started catching on. And Dana remembers that. A lot of people don't remember, like you endorse a politician and they forget all of a sudden if it's convenient for them. But a lot of people don't. Dana's a very loyal person, and he's a good friend of mine.